Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to teach you one of the most important, if not the most important, concept to ranking on Google. Now we all know that the most important content, of course, is your content. But what about your content makes it so important that it makes you either rank or not rank on Google? It's essentially a do or die situation. Well, it comes down to one thing. See, Google is a data center that understands how content should be created, and it understands from a statistical analysis that each content for a specific keyword should have related information. And what I mean by that is, you've heard me say the term before, especially in the free course that I offer. You've heard me say the word adjacent keyword terms. And that is one of the biggest reasons as to why you're either ranking or not ranking on Google. Now, let me explain. When you create an article, Google has an understanding of what already should be on that article. Not because there's some all-intelligence being, but because the content has been written before on the Google algorithm. And to be clear what I'm talking about, let's go ahead and show you an example. So, if you search, for example, on Google something about credit cards, right? And let's go ahead and search here about credit cards. Every single one of these articles about credit cards probably includes some keywords like Chase, MasterCard, Visa, American Express, all kinds of different stuff, right? You could even see here Capital One, Chase, things like that. Google knows that certain types of content should exist in a certain article. That is referred to, right, as the adjacent keyword terms. And what happens is there's something called the LSI. The LSI is the study of what are those keywords that relate to the main concept. Let's go ahead and use this article as an example, and let's do a live performance so I can show you how to actually do this yourself. Okay? Here you have the keyword Trenbolone in the URL handle. This is an article that I've written that essentially needs a little bit of improvement, but it has the keyword Trenbolone in it, indicating to Google that this is what we want to rank for. We want to rank for the keyword Trenbolone. The article basically tells you everything you need to know about Trenbolone, okay? And it has a whole bunch of different content in it, okay? Now, the thing that's important about this is that if we want to rank, we have to find other articles that are ranking for this exact topic. So let's go ahead and do a quick Google search on Trenbolone. So Trenbolone, and let's hit search, okay? And for this article, there's many different articles that come up. Let's go ahead and select, for example, let's select this one, all right? So this is outlookindia.com. And it talks about the Tren steroid. It gives you all the information you potentially need to know about it. And I think it ranks number 2, okay? What Google does is the reason why this ranks number 2 is because it looks at the adjacent keyword terms and it finds that it fulfills the requirements for that specific concept. So we want to make sure that our article fulfills those terms as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the LSI and the keyword report is, or the keyword density report is. Now, mind you, there's tools that can do this. There's paid tools, there's free tools. I'm going to show you a free strategy today that can make it easier for the beginners here. Whether you're a beginner, like I said, who is not sure how to rank, or maybe you have been writing articles and you don't know where to start, or maybe you haven't even written an article before. You just do this, all right? Before you write that article, you go ahead and you select the Harpa tool. Now, Harpa is a tool. Like I said, you could do a Google search, harpa.com or Harpa AI, not harpa.com, sorry, harpa.ai, which is spelled H-A-R-P-A. You click on it. You come to the web page, you click Get Agent, it will take you to the Chrome extension page, all right? Now that that's taken care of, you have installed it, you're going to go ahead and type in this slash button, okay? And you're going to look for the button that says Extract and Research SEO Keywords. It's not going to be the first one. You're actually going to have to scroll down a little bit, and it's going to be somewhere here, somewhere in the area. Just search for it, okay? Or you could just literally type in Extract and Research Keywords, and then you click on this, okay? Once you click on that, what you're going to do is you're going to type in use page text from, and then you're going to type in 2 brackets, and then type in page, and then close the 2 brackets, just like that. And then what you're going to do is hit the enter or send message. And now you're telling it to utilize the text, the page's text, which is all this information here, around all this information. So it's going to provide us with the keywords that are found in this article. It's also providing us with search volume, which is pretty insane to think about. I don't even know if this is real, because I know it's powered by GPT-3, but the most important thing you want to pay attention to here is your keywords. So you have trend steroid, trend side effects, trend cycle, trend dosage, trend results, trenbolone pills, trenbolone for sale. Now, if I was to compare this with my personal article, okay, I could tell you already that I don't include the word trenbolone pills. At least I don't think so. I could do a quick research. Let's go ahead and type in the word pills or pill. Yeah, it's not even there on my website. So not even there. But I could do the same thing here. So I could pull up Harpa here and see how they compare, all right, and see what I need to improve on. All right, so let me go ahead and reduce the size of this, and then real quick, click on this section, and then I'll click use page text found in, and then 2 brackets, the word page, 2 brackets, and then hit enter. And like I said, it will do the same thing, and I can compare where I'm missing out on, or what I'm missing out on. All right, so here it says trenbolone. Okay, yeah, and I see, I don't think the search volume is correct, because if you look here from page to page, right here it says the search volume for the word trenbolone is 110,000. Here it says 990,000, so or 9,900. So I wouldn't pay attention too much to this. So I have all kinds of different words. You can see I have the word trenbolone, steroid, testosterone, muscle growth, performance, PCT, fat loss, liver toxicity, kidney toxicity, half-life, androgenic, and these are indeed keywords that I've included. So this is not, making this up, but I could tell you that I'm missing some of them. So that's what I would want to do, right? On top of what I already have in my article, I'm going to go back in my article and improve it by including some of the content found here. Now, you have seen me use a paid program. Some of you may have used it before. You have Surfer SEO, you have Phrase, you have a few different ones that can do this same thing on a higher level, and can show you different percentages and indications and all these kind of things. If you're interested in that, go do a basic Google search. There's a lot of content on that. However, you can do this for free in a basic kind of way. And you're not going to do this with just one article. You're going to do this with a few, right? You're going to see what are those most common keywords, because what happens is when we're writing our articles, let's be honest, sometimes we forget about certain topics to talk about, especially if you write as you go and you don't necessarily outline right away. I know me personally, most times, especially before ChatGPT, I never really outlined in the beginning. I'm just one of those guys that just go and write. And so that's just an example. But overall, this can help change your outcome with Google. This can make the difference between ranking and not ranking. Maybe you already have a great article, but Google's just looking for those few keywords for you to essentially start ranking, and on that first page or on that, on that top section to get a little more traffic. And you'll be surprised, it could be one paragraph that could change the game for you ranking in position 3 or position 4 versus position 2 or even 1. Now, the reason I want to clarify this, the reason why I say that this is the most important aspect when it comes to ranking on Google, is because the one thing that matters the most is your content, okay? And I've seen many times where my article with low domain authority has outranked my competitors simply because of the content and how the users engage. And you got to remember that when you include certain keywords and you include content around it, right, what's going to happen is that you're going to fulfill the needs of the reader in a better way than the competitors. And if you fill the needs of the reader in a better way, what's going to happen is Google's going to take note of that by the indications that the reader has performed on the website. So for example, when the reader is on the website and he stays a little bit longer, or she stays a little bit longer, and they click around a little bit more and they're scrolling through a little bit more, right, and they're reading a little bit more, what's going to happen is Google's going to take note of that, and they're going to compare it to other competitors, and they're going to see that you reign supreme. And in that case, they're going to hold you at a higher ranking. Now remember also that rankings are not permanent. You can always change. Your ranking can always change. But understand that when you create genuinely good content, you're always going to do pretty well from a content from a traffic perspective, and your traffic can only grow. All right, so keep in mind as well, this is a little short note, is that when you're creating content, if you have a smaller blog, a brand new blog, it could take 6 months to a year for Google to start really ranking it in the high rankings, right? You might start ranking in position 6, in position 10, in position 15, especially if it's a little bit more of a higher competition niche. But as soon as you spend a little bit longer on Google and you're holding a higher position, Google will move you, either move you up or down depending on the quality of that article. So be aware of that and keep that into consideration. I think a lot of people quit way too early when it comes to blogging because they're expecting fast results, and Google needs a lot of data to be able to move the needle for you in those very high positions. So if you're stuck in position 6 and you're trying to get to position 3 or position 4 or position 2 even, give it a year, wait 6 months, 8 months, 5 months. Keep improving your content. Keep improving your website. Decrease those 404 errors. Decrease the outlinks to broken links. All kinds of different things. Help around the ranking factors and make sure that content is good so that when it's time for Google to keep testing, you can rank higher. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully this video helps out, and see you guys soon. Peace out. Bye.